Europe has been warned. It has been told in no uncertain terms that there is no alternative to Russian natural gas supplies, unless Europe wants to get devastated for several winters to come. You'd think, who's warning Europe with such doomsday scenarios? Well, the world's largest exporter of liquefied natural gas, Qatar is. And Qatar is pretty convinced that if the European Union wants to ensure it does not get ravaged in the years to come, it must ensure Russia starts supplying it gas again. Russia has one simple condition for Europe: remove the economic sanctions, and Moscow will be ready to provide the EU with as much gas as it needs. European countries are estimated to need at least 112 million tons of gas, equal to nearly one-third of the entire global LNG market, to replace Russian gas. The world's largest LNG exporters, the United States and Qatar, cannot supply such volumes to Europe, not even close to it. That means Europe will continue to face a massive supply deficit in the years to come. The impact may not pinch EU countries this winter since they've managed to get their storages full, but in subsequent winters, such countries will find it extremely difficult to secure supplies. And that is if the coming winter season doesn't turn out extremely painful. If temperatures go below what they usually do, Europe's energy plans could go for a toss. Qatar's energy minister has said that he can't picture a future with zero Russian natural gas flows to Europe. Saad Al-Kabi said, and I quote, "If that's the case, then I think the problem is going to be huge and for a very long time." Speaking to the Financial Times, the Qatari energy minister warned that Europe's energy crisis could last until 2025 unless Moscow resumes flows of gas to the region. The problem for Europe arises out of the fact that it is not the only buyer of LNG in the world. Qatar also has contractual obligations to buyers in Asia, and that means Europe can't really hope for a miraculous increase in gas supplies to its shores anytime soon. Much to Europe's misfortune, it is not the only major LNG buying bloc of the world. Asia guzzles gigantic amounts of natural gas as well, and for Qatar, ensuring that contracts with Asian buyers are fulfilled is a priority. Qatar's energy minister, who is also the CEO of Qatar Energy, said the kingdom will not divert liquefied natural gas contracted with Asian buyers to Europe this winter. He said, and I quote, "Qatar is absolutely committed to the sanctity of contracts. So, when we sign with an Asian buyer or European buyers, we stick to that agreement." He added, and I quote, "So, the volume that will go to Europe is what has been assigned. But as far as taking from Asian buyers to take to Europe, that will not happen." Europe was counting on Qatar to ramp up its supplies of LNG to the continent in an unprecedented manner. The Middle Eastern kingdom, however, has made it clear that it cannot do so, at least not until 2025. Do you think Europe will have no choice but to revert to Russian gas? Let us know in the comments.